Just a quick update. The brother-in-law is now in rehabilitation. He caused so many issues the past year. Turns out he was popping pills the whole time.
Fuck.
I know this makes me sound like a terrible human being, but I'm enjoying it so much that he's not in my kitchen giving me trouble. So this was the listener that he came round and he was big on Scientology, and then the next time he came round, the Scientology was out the window, and he's now currently on ketones. So it was that fucking guy that just wouldn't piss off.
Oh, he was picking up a fad after fad.
Yeah. And he couldn't get rid of him because it was his like Mrs. brother coming. Yeah. So
Hopefully,
it doesn't make you sound like a terrible human being. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets help, and hopefully he stays away for a long fucking time. At least you can enjoy yourself, and you don't have to worry about him being in your house. Like, it makes it more.
I just find
that
so approaching. Like, I do not like Charlotte and I. We do moan that we don't have enough visitors, but at the same time, I don't want people in my house all the time either.
No, that'd be really painful.
I need like a even keel.
Yeah, I'd much rather go to the other person's house because then I can say I'm going home.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I decide when I'm ready to leave, which sounds bad as well. It's like, yeah, it's getting late. Well, I'm not ready yet. Well, this is my house, Dan. Yeah, but I'm the guest. Oh, we all know you have a guest like that, don't you, Jay?
Oh.
Anyway, Uncle Joe is a great guest, and I love Jim too. I enjoyed Brian on his latest episode too. He has so much good advice after making jests on the situation. In other news, I've been speaking with my old boss of mine, and he has offered me a good pay rise to come back, but it means going back to weekend work and late shifts to boot. Should I stay where I am or go with my old boss?
Ooh, it's difficult. I am hating the weekend work at the minute myself, so I'm a bit biased on that side of things. Obviously, better pay is better pay. I don't know, it's difficult. Like, the whole reason I wanted to leave retail and I ended up leaving retail altogether was I needed that work-life balance because me and Charlotte weren't seeing much of each other.
Mm-hmm.
We see each other a lot now, but me working weekends can get in the way of that.
Yeah.
So it is a big decision to make, and I think if I was to make the same decision now 6 months ago, because it was all on a temporary basis, it would probably be a different decision. Because they told me 2 years ago nearly that it was a temporary basis, and I've been on this fucking shift for nearly 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it is difficult. It's something you need to weigh up whether the money's worth it.
I think though, at the minute I'm having a lot of problems with like the management at my place, and that's what I've always left. Right, I've always left a job because the management, they're disrespectful. They don't appreciate your time and all that sort of stuff. And I think myself, you're going to get more money, and if you enjoyed working with your old boss, like he understood, he didn't take the piss, he appreciated the time you got, then I would go back with him. That's all I want, right?
Yeah, if you're coming back in on a favour as well, you can use that to your advantage to a certain extent.
Jamie gets his blackmailing.
I love a good bit. I go in and I negotiate every time because I'm always out holiday. I'm always in the negotiations. I feel like I'm like a negotiator for like a NATO deal or something. I just walk in with this bit of paper of all these dates that I'm not doing.
Fuck's sake, you're terrible, man. Yeah, because that's, for me personally, that's all I want. Like, I'm not a greedy person. I just want to know that the time that I'm giving you is appreciated and you're not going to take the piss, which is what I'm not getting here.
Yeah.
Being like treated like a fucking dog. Like today, because I know full well that their plans are to make us stay till 4:30 next year. So they just keep pushing our time finishing. Because I know what they'll do is they'll push it and push it and push it till it's 4:30 anyway. And then when they go, now you're working till 4:30, everyone will go, oh, we've been doing that anyway.
Yeah, so they're trying to like do it slyly.
Yeah, but it's not, because you've got fucking 10.5 hours to think about it every day. But Yeah, so when I read this email, I was like, man, if I had the opportunity, even if it was in retail, because if you go back to retail and I had like all my managers were dickheads, like if they had someone to back me up, you know what I mean, and that they weren't going to make me go permanent lates or anything like that. Because what happens at the weekend? Everything's more fucking expensive. Everything's more busy. You know what I mean? Like I'd much rather have, well, obviously Sabina doesn't work weekends, but if it changed, I'd much rather have like a Monday and a Tuesday off where everything's quiet. I can go to Edinburgh or I can go to Glasgow and everyone's at work, so I can get good food and chill out.
Yeah, I think what it ends up, because obviously that happens with me a lot. Like this week, I will be off today, and I'm working tomorrow overtime, but I would normally be off tomorrow.
Yeah.
You end up just getting into this routine where you end up going out with the guys you're working with because they're the only fuckers that are around.
Is that, yeah?
So it's strange. It is a strange. Like I don't know. It's your need for money. I think is going to be the real pusher. If you're not enjoying your job now, then and you're going to get better money in the other thing. I agree with Dan. Fucking jump on it and go.
Yeah.
But if the working weekends is going to affect your life that much, then that's a decision that you would have to make.
But that's the whole thing I was saying about just wanting respect. Like, I'm the same. Like, this old boss came to me and was like, "Oh, I'll give you more money." But then where I'm working now is I'm quite happy with the money at the minute. But they showed me a bit more respect. I'd be like, "Oh no, it's okay. I'm where I am."
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? You just want to be treated like a fucking human being. So let us know what you decide. I think, it's obviously the decision's up to you. But I think me and Jamie have given you a couple good points.
I do think ultimately as well that every company is the fucking same. So don't think the grass is greener. I think they're going to push and push and push and push until unless you're doing something you love, you're always just going to work to live. So don't deep it too much. Don't think into it too much.
Yeah, for sure. I hate working.